I can't really tell. It's just must. It's not really musty. It's just dark.
Very good. And in this darkness, what do you find?
I don't. I could see the book at first, but now I don't see it.
So take a moment and just look around you. What is this place? Do you feel like you're indoors or outdoors?
It's indoors. It's like a old library,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't see the books, but I just feel it.
Okay, so I want you to use all of your senses now. And I want you to focus on yourself in this old library. What do you look like there? What do you imagine?
I'm very tall, slender, with long brown hair.
You male or female?
Female.
Notice how it is that you're dressed.
Really tall and slender, and it's like flowy material.
And as you walk in this place, how is it that you walk?
I don't really notice how I walk.
How do you move around?
I just seem to float.
Okay, so allow yourself to float around. And let's get a lay of the land. I want you to just feel your way around here. What do you notice first?
I don't really see. I just feel it.
All right, so I want you to use all of your feelings. I don't want you to pay attention to your sight at all. You know how to do this. You've trained yourself to see in the dark. So I want you to just go into that mode now and begin to feel your way around. You know how to do this. What do you notice first?
There's nobody there but myself. I'm there alone.
Mm-hmm. What do you imagine it is that you do in this place?
It's just really vacant. There's nothing there. Just dark.
So I want you to go ahead and illuminate this place with your inner eyes.
And the book's on the table,
Very good.
and there's a candle on the table,
Beautiful.
and I'm standing over the book and the table now.
Can you describe to me what this book looks like?
It's leather, and it has a seal on it.
Have you seen this seal before?
I have.
Describe it for me. What does it look like?
It's round, and it has emblems that come up off of it, but I can't tell the exact shape of the emblems. I can just tell that there's symbols coming up off of the seal.
All right. Go ahead and try putting your hand on this emblem and see if you feel something from them. Use power of touch.
No, I think it's just a part of the cover.
All right, very good. How do you open this book?
I think I'm just going to use my hand to open it.
Beautiful. Go ahead.
Yeah, I can open it.
What do you notice first?
I can take the cover and move to the left, but I don't see any writing on the book in the pages.
How do you imagine it is that you can read this book?
I don't know. I think I'm supposed to just be able to absorb the information. I don't think I actually physically read it.
All right. So let's find a page that's important for the lifetime of Sharon.
I seem to want to go to a page of the um, pyramid that I saw in a vision.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I'm going to help you now. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. With each number, I want you to see yourself absorbed into that image once again, allowing you to visit that page. Begin now by taking that deep breath in. 5, absorbing the information and traveling. 4, to that pyramid. 3, getting closer and closer. 2, allowing the images to come. And 1, you're there now.
I'm outside the pyramid.
Mm-hmm.
It's strange. I see camels.
Mm-hmm. What else do you see?
I can I just see the environment, just more sand and a camel or so. And then I can see the outside of the Sphinx.
Mm-hmm. All right. So I want you to go even deeper now, feeling the environment around you, feeling the heat on your body, smelling the smells around you, going deeper and feeling your body in that place. Looking down at your body, what do you look like?
Uh, I have a headdress on.
Mm-hmm. Are you male or female?
I'm female.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
I have black hair and a headdress, and it's got cloth and a emblem of a snake around the top of the headdress.
Mm-hmm.
And I have uh, um, white fabric on the clothes.
Mm-hmm. What else do you notice? Look on your arms, your legs,
I
your
have
feet.
I have jewelry on my arms,
Mm-hmm.
bangles, and the gold bangles on my arms resemble the headdress on my head.
What else do you notice? Look at your skin. What color is your skin?
It's a light brown,
Mm-hmm.
not really, not a, it's not white, olive color. And I can see my feet.
Mm-hmm.
I have really pretty sandals on.
Are
And
you alone? Uh-huh.
I'm alone, but I
Mm-hmm.
can see the village. Like
Wonderful.
a
So notice how old you are there. What is your age?
29.
Very good. Where is it you're going today?
I really don't know. I must be going somewhere because I have the camel,
Mm-hmm.
and I seem to be by myself, but yet there's other people there. I seem to be focused mainly on myself.
Mm-hmm. Are you on the camel or walking with the camel?
I'm walking, but I'm walking.
Okay. So let's advance a little bit and see where it is that you're going today. I want you to see yourself at the destination.
I'm going to the river.
Hmm?
I'm going to the water.
Describe this place for me. What does it look like?
Oh, I was in front of the pyramid, but now I'm at the edge of the water, and
Hmm.
it just
What do you see there?
I seem to have a problem focusing in. I just see the water.
Hmm. And when you're near the water, tell me how you feel. Connect with your emotions.
I think I might be meeting somebody.
Hmm. Check in with your emotions. How do you feel?
I feel pretty good.
Hmm. What happens next?
I think I'm just taking some alone time.
Hmm.
Just I'm taking a break. Like I've been doing something, but I'm taking like a little break from a real busy day.
Okay, very good. Does anything else happen here at this river?
Mm. I think I'm meeting a companion,
Hmm.
but I'm not sure what we're going to talk about.
All right. So I'd like for you to just move forward in this time, and I'd like for you to see what happens if you meet someone there or not.
I, I, I feel like I am
Hmm.
a male, and he also has a headdress on.
Hmm. So connect with him. How do you feel about this male?
I think I like him pretty well.
Hmm. What do you call him there?
I, I don't think it's. I want to say Tut.
Hmm.
Something
Tut.
that sounds like Tut.
Hmm. Tell me more.
I think we're just having a conversation,
Hmm.
exchanging words,
Hmm.
and everything's good.
Very good. Who is he to you? Is he a friend? Is he
Well, I
family?
didn't use affection. I greeted him,
Hmm.
and our hands met like this, and so we greeted each other.
Okay. Very good. All right. Is there anything else important from this scene?
Yeah, just no.
All right. Very good. So we're going to close this scene, and now we're going to go to the place in which you live. I'm going to count from 3 back to 1. When I get to number 1, we'll be at that place. Taking that deep breath in to go deeper now. 3. Go deeper and go to the place in which you live. 2 and 1. Describe this place for me.
I'm inside of a palace.
Tell me more about this palace.
Just really pretty inside with archways,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not in a certain area. Just I can see just different, really pretty archways and different um, areas of the location where I'm at.
Mm-hmm. Are you alone or are there others with you?
I'm alone.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to the place in which you sleep. What does that look like?
Oh, it's really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
It's got four. Um, um, the four corners of the bed are very tall, and it's got ornamental um, ornamental coverings on the bed itself. It's really pretty.
Mm-hmm. What else do you notice? Look around you.
I have a lot of fruit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it seems like I have whatever I'd like to have.
Mm-hmm. What else do you notice there? Anything else?
Well, it's really odd, but it seems like there's a um, like a fur rug.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. All right. So let's close this scene and now let's go to a place in which you are with those that live with you in this place. It could be a dinner, it could be something else. I'm going to count from 3, 2, 1. I want you to see yourself with the others that live there. 3, 2, and 1. You're there now. Describe to me what's happening.
We're in a feast.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this is a party,
Mm-hmm.
uh, celebration, really long table. Everyone's just having a really good time. I don't know what we're celebrating, but everybody's pretty happy.
Mm-hmm. Where are you at that table?
I think I'm at the head of the table.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not at the very end of the table, but I'm as far as to the end on the side.
Mm-hmm. And those that are eating with you, who are they?
I think um, I think they're very important people.
Mm-hmm. What is the occasion today?
I don't know what we're celebrating, but it's definitely a feast,
Mm-hmm.
and it seems like it's just a typical party with I don't think that there's much family here. I think it's more like politicians and
Mm-hmm.
um, royals and um, politicians.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's even a case of politicians, but politicians in the day,
Mm-hmm.
people who make things happen.
Okay. And what do they call you there?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't. I don't pick up on a name.
Mm-hmm. How do they address you? Notice how
I
others address you.
I don't really know if they're calling me by
Mm-hmm.
name. They're
Mm-hmm.
just really having a good time.
Okay.
Everybody is just socializing, and nobody's really addressing me with a name.
Okay. Do you feel that you have some power at that table too?
I think I'm more of a just observing everybody having a really good time. I think I'm the host.
Okay. Very good. Very good. Do you feel that you have any type of political power?
I think I can pretty much tell them what to do.
Okay. Very good. Very good. All right. Is there anything else important about this celebration?
I think we're all celebrating. There's plenty of food, wine. There's plenty, or I don't know about wine, but there's plenty of drink and food, and
Very
they're
good.
just and music. It seems like there's music and dancing.
Wonderful. All right, let's close that scene. And we're going to see you now doing what it is that you do most of the time there. Will you consider work?
Hmm,
See
okay,
yourself there now.
I'm sitting on the throne. I'm sitting on a throne-like chair,
Mm-hmm.
and and I have guards.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't seem like anybody ever really calls me by name.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about this job that you do?
I just feel like I just take the responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have a way of thinking uh, um, pro or con to it. I just do my job.
Mm-hmm. Anything else?
No, I feel I'm sitting in this really high back throne top chair, and there are guards there. And
Mm-hmm.
then if they have questions, they come to me and ask me questions. Then
Okay.
they leave. But I don't have a table or anything like that. It's just basically I'm just sitting in the chair.
Mm-hmm. Just one chair?
One chair for me, and then there might be some off to the side.
Okay, very good. All right, let's close this scene now. And now we're going to move forward to an event that affected your life in that lifetime. We're going to move forward now. 3, 2, and 1. See yourself there now, even deeper. Where are you? Notice if you're indoors or outdoors.
I'm indoors.
Mm-hmm. What's happening?
I wanna say that there's like a white down blanket. I think I have a baby.
Mm-hmm. Are you having a baby?
But I mean, I think there's a baby in the room.
Okay. Is this your baby?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Connect with that baby. How does it feel to you?
I don't I don't actually see the baby. I just feel that there's a baby, and then I see the white blanket, and I feel like there's association with the white blanket and a baby, but I don't actually see the baby.
All right. So let's go deeper to understand what that baby represents and who it is. As I count, go deeper into the knowing. When I get to number 1, you'll understand. Taking a deep breath in as you go deeper now. 3, getting the information of this baby. 2, connecting. And 1, trust your first impression. Say the first thing that comes into your mind.
I just keep seeing a white blanket.
Mm-hmm. If you knew what that white blanket was for and what it represents, what would it be?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. How does it make you feel? Connect with your emotions. When you see that white blanket, it makes me feel.
I think I had a son. I must have lost a son.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the blanket was with the baby, but I don't have the baby. For
Mm-hmm.
some reason, the baby's not with me.
So connect with the emotion. How does that make you feel?
I'm a, I'm a little taken back. I'm not really sure how I feel.
Mm-hmm. Go even deeper. Look at that blanket. What does it represent to you?
I don't, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's leave that scene. Let's go to the next important scene, something that affects you. As I go through the numbers, I want you to go even deeper, connecting with those memories. 3. Next important scene, 2 and 1. Notice if you're indoors or outdoors.
I'm indoors.
Mm-hmm. Are you alone or is there someone with you?
I'm indoors, and
Mm-hmm.
I see a prisoner in chains.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more about that.
Not really sure why he's chained, but they've brought him to me,
Mm-hmm.
and he has chains on him. I don't I don't know why they brought him to me.
Is there a guard there that you could ask?
Yeah, there's two guards holding him.
Mm-hmm. Ask the guards. Why have you brought him to me?
He didn't say anything back.
Mm-hmm. Look into this prisoner's eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. Do you recognize those eyes in the lifetime of Sharon?
I don't think so.
Mm. What decision do you make regarding this prisoner? What do you do?
They're just standing there holding him, and I guess I have to make a decision.
Mm-hmm. What do you do next?
I think I just tell him to go away with him.
Mm-hmm.
Take him away. I don't I don't know where I tell them to. I don't know where they're taking him. I just tell them to take him away.
Mm-hmm. So connect with the emotions about this. How is this making you feel about your position and the role that you play?
I wasn't very happy that I had to do that.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Anything else that you observe from this?
Actually, I hope that he gets better.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Anything else that you notice?
No,
Good. So let's close this scene. And now let's go to a scene right before your death. Ease into it now and notice where you are.
Mm.
Notice how old you are, and if you're alone or if there's others around you.
I
Where are
think
you?
I think I took some poison.
Mm-hmm. What's happening?
I think I'm convulsing.
Mm-hmm. Feel it. Make it stronger. What's going through your mind? What are the words that are going through your mind as you're feeling this?
I just I don't I don't really remember. I'm just really just convulsing because of this stuff that
Mm-hmm.
I took.
All
I took
right.
something and took something and it's making me really sick.
Mm-hmm. So I want you to notice what you're thinking about as this is happening. What do you think to yourself as you're going through this, as this poison is going through your body? What are you feeling? What are you thinking?
I'm just ready to go.
I'm ready to go. Keep going. What else are you saying to yourself?
I'm just ready to go to the next. Just ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Notice when your body leaves, when your spirit leaves that body behind. Notice your last breath. What happens to your spirit?
Just kind of looking at my body for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And as you're looking at the body from the spiritual realm, what are you thinking about what has just happened?
So that was a that was a hard one.
Mm-hmm. Keep going. What was the hard thing about it?
A lot of challenges.
Mm-hmm. What did you learn from those challenges?
Yes, I had to make decisions and go with it.
Mm-hmm. Were these good decisions?
Sometimes not always.
Mm-hmm.
But I made the decision and stuck with it.
Why do you feel that you chose that life where you had so much power and your decisions were so important?
I wanted to be able to help help the people
Mm-hmm.
and learn.
Did you do that?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. So were the challenges worth it?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's see what happens next to your spirit. Where do you go after you leave that body? What happens next? Do you stay with that body?
Just kind of floating. I don't really know where I'm going.
Mm-hmm. Let's see if anybody meets you in the spirit realm. What happens in that spirit realm? Does anyone meet you?
I think so.
I want you to use your inner sense. Feel it. This one that meets you, what do they say to you? Connect mind to mind. What do they say about that life that you just lived?
Don't really say anything. But I feel like there's a presence there, maybe a presence that comes and meets me.
Mm-hmm. Do you notice if you go to the light?
I don't go to the light right away.
Mm-hmm. What is the reason for you to stay before going to the light?
I don't know. I don't feel like just I haven't really. Yeah, I feel like I'm still in the room.
Mm-hmm.
But I do feel like there is a figure that does come. And it's kind of strange because he kind of looks like Moses.
Mm-hmm.
He just must be a family member.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any judgment about taking that poison to end your life?
I don't have any feeling about it.
All right, very good. So let's see what happens next. I'd like for you to go back to that library once again. Come out through that book. And let's find another page that is affecting the lifetime of Sharon. As I count backwards, feel yourself back in that room. 3, 2, and 1. And tell me what's happening.
I'm standing in front of the table again with the book on it.
Mm-hmm.
And the book is still open. And I'm just turning the pages. I still don't see anything on the pages.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm turning the pages. This really, the image of a little boy comes up.
Mm-hmm.
That's me. I'm 9 years old.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see what happens. I'd like for you to go deeper into that image. Feel yourself going directly into that image. So you could look out through the eyes of this little boy. And you can look all around you now.
I'm on a farm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm 9 years old. And I'm sitting on a cattle gate.
Mm-hmm. Are you by
And
yourself?
there's some family there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 9. And I'm sitting on a cattle gate. And we have cattle. And I have like a little Western type shirt on and jeans.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty happy. Just seems like just a typical farm day with the cattle.
Good. So let's close that scene. Let's find the next significant scene from the lifetime of this boy. 3, going deeper now. 2, and 1. You're there now? What's happening?
It's just an everyday thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm either with the cows or I'm in the kitchen in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Just a typical little boy. I'm just wanting something to eat.
Mm-hmm. So notice how you feel in this place.
I'm feeling pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And I'm just rambunctious little 9-year-old.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Are you still on the gate or somewhere else?
I go in between the gate and the barnyard and the house. Like I really like the front porch.
Mm-hmm.
I really hang out on the front porch a good bit. And I really like the kitchen. It seems like my mom must make really good food.
Mm-hmm.
And she must like to make really good snacks for me.
Good. So let's go to a moment in time when mom is cooking and you could smell the kitchen with the food.
Yeah, I'm really happy.
Mm-hmm. And you could look at those that are living with you. And you can look into their eyes. The eyes are the window to the soul. Do you recognize anyone in a lifetime of sharing?
Not right away.
Mm-hmm. Just enjoy the moment. Enjoy the smells, the feelings, the environment. Just take that moment now.
Yeah, I really like our farm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And
So let's close that scene and let's see what it is that you do on that farm. As you grow older, I'd like for you now to see yourself getting older and now what it is that you do on that farm.
I'm like a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
I think I think I help like drive the tractor and stuff.
I want you to notice what it is that you do and how it feels to be on
Yeah,
that land.
I plow the field,
Mm-hmm.
make sure the animals are okay. It's a good life.
Very good. So let's close that scene and let's get older. See yourself older now with more knowledge, with more time behind you. Tell me what's happening.
Well, I had a lot of challenges.
Mm-hmm. What kind of challenges do you have in that lifetime?
Crops,
Mm-hmm.
sun, no drought,
Mm-hmm.
flooding, lots of challenges with the crops.
Mm-hmm. How old are you there now?
I'm in my early 30s now.
Mm-hmm. Notice if you're still living at home or if you have a family of your own.
I'm still doing farm, still on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I, I do have a wife and 2 kids.
Mm-hmm. Notice how you feel about your family and see them in front of you. Notice if you recognize any of these family members in the lifetime of Sharon.
I have a beautiful family.
Mm-hmm.
I have a pretty beautiful wife and 2 kids.
Mm-hmm. Do you recognize these souls?
I feel that I do, but I don't know exactly who they are, but I feel
Mm-hmm.
they're familiar.
Very good. Very good. So let's close this scene now. Now let's go later in life when you're at the end. See yourself now at the end of that lifetime. Notice where you are and how old you are.
I think I'm around 79.
Mm-hmm.
Just I'm just old,
Mm-hmm.
but I've had a good life.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to go to the end of your life, a few moments before you slip out of that body, and see if there's anybody with you. Are you alone or with others there?
I'm just there. I have family that come to see me before I pass, but
Mm-hmm.
I don't see anybody come to greet me.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel? Check your body.
I'm just older. I'm kind of overweight a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I took very good care of myself.
Notice what part of your body is affected.
Just old.
Mm.
Probably diabetes.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So just take a moment now and just slip right out of that body, taking your last breath. And as you look at this body, realize the purpose of having lived this life. Why did you choose this life as this farmer?
I wanted to connect with Gaia,
Mm-hmm.
to have that connection with her.
Mm-hmm. Did you do that? Did you accomplish it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. What lessons did you learn in this lifetime with all these challenges?
Mm. Gaia was shared many of fruitfulness for our family,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just um, a lots of lessons learned. It was really good.
Mm-hmm. Did you make any vows or promises in this state before you died?
I don't remember any promises.
Mm-hmm. Good. Anything else that you need to know from this moment?
No.
Good. So let's see where your spirit goes now. Where do you go to next? What happens? Notice if you go into the light or if you stay there.
I still stay.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I so grounded?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe I had unfinished business.
Find out what that is. What is that unfinished business that kept you from leaving? Notice where you go.
I don't go to the light.
Mm-hmm.
I just stay connected to the earth.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see my wife.
Mm-hmm. So notice what happened to that earth as time went on. Was there anything built on that land?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
Mm-hmm. What was built on that land?
I see a city and streets and a lot of honking
Mm-hmm.
horn.
Mm-hmm. And what did you do when you saw this? Did you still not go to the light?
Mm, I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just wondering why is there buildings and
Mm-hmm.
cars and honking.
Yes. So I want you to remember when it is that you reached out to Sharon. When did you meet her? Notice how old she was.
I want to say a baby.
Mm-hmm. How did you find this baby?
That's where the white blanket comes from.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more.
Keep seeing the white blanket.
Mm-hmm. Is Sharon in this white blanket? Take a look. Notice what happened when you noticed this white blanket. Did you go towards this blanket? Did you attach to this baby?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. How is it that you're connected with Sharon? What is it about this baby that you were attracted to?
I
This
think
white
the
one.
blanket was just so sweet.
Mm-hmm. So did you attach to Sharon? Did you attach to this baby?
I don't know.
Mm. Notice what happened after you saw this baby. Did you influence her in any way? Intentionally or unintentionally?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. So I'd like for you to see Sharon's life and your life side by side. Is it the same soul? Or is it a different energy force?
I think I'm me.
Mm-hmm. So how has this lifetime as this farmer been influencing the lifetime of Sharon?
Wanting to connect with the ground, the
Mm-hmm.
dirt, and the water, and the creek,
Mm-hmm.
creek beds.
Have you accomplished that?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Did you have anything to do with them growing the cane?
That's funny. I think so.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about that. Why is it that Sharon needed to grow this sorghum cane?
They needed to grow the crops
Mm-hmm.
to learn how to uh, grow the cane. It needed to be done.
So is she taking the experience of this farmer and expanding on it?
It's really odd. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
um, so I'm not really sure about that. As as Sharon,
Mm-hmm.
she really felt that she was giving signals to grow the sorghum cane
Mm-hmm.
and not really feel like it was coming from a different source, but it's totally possible.
Mm-hmm. So notice if that is coming from a different lifetime, a different aspect of her, or if it's something that's attached to the land.
That's not really clear.
Mm-hmm. Is there anything attached to that ground, that land that she has?
There is a farmer on the
Mm-hmm.
land. There's a farmer on the land.
Okay.
Hmm.
Is this the same farmer?
Oh, oh, it may be. My whole body just lit up.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. My whole body just started vibrating.
Mm-hmm. So how can we help this farmer on that land? What does he need?
I think he just wants to make sure that everything is okay.
All right. So let's connect with him again. I'm going to count from 1 to 3. When I get to number 3, let me speak with the farmer. 1, 2, and 3. You there? We understand that you are connected with this land and you want it to progress. But you can do that from the light also. You don't have to physically be there. Would you like to go to the light now? Can we assist you? What's the hesitation? What's the hesitation of leaving that land? Connect with those feelings.
I think he needs to go.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been here long enough. He needs to go.
Mm-hmm. But he has to do that on his own accord. Let's bring in his guides. And tell me when they're there. What's happening?
I don't see anything.
Mm-hmm.
I did feel an energy source, but I don't see anything.
All right. So I want you to let go of your here and now, and I want you to connect with this farmer. Let me speak with him. 1, 2, and 3. Switch. Farmer, let me know why it is that you need to stay on that land. What is it that you do for that land? Why is it that you haven't left? The only way I could help you is by you speaking with me.
Guess he doesn't want to say anything.
You have to use the voice. You have to give him your voice. Farmer, why have you not left?
I think he just wants to stay.
Mm-hmm. So let me speak with him for a moment. Farmer, let me tell you a little bit about the soul's evolution. In order for us to evolve, we need to go to the light. In that realm, we'll be able to go to school, get more information, and there's actually a place where you can farm in that realm also. You don't need to stay here because the longer you stay here, the less you can evolve. And you saw that through your lifetime, you had many challenges. You had floods, you had droughts, and you were able to evolve as a human and understand more about land. But now it's time to move on to a different chapter, a different challenge. And the only way to get there is by going to the light. You'll be able to connect as a spirit to check on this land, but you'll have your own land, your own place in a different realm. Are you willing now to go to that realm?
I think so.
All right. So I'd like for you to go ahead and bring in those guides that help. They come from the different dimensions. And I'd like for them to go ahead and open that portal of light so he can walk towards it. Is there anything else that he needs from us today in order for him to evolve?
I don't feel anything.
All right. So I'd like for you to go ahead and use your own light and open up that portal now. I want you to show him the way. I want you to guide him through that light. And tell me when he's gone.
He's gone.
Very good. Close the portal now. Now I want you to feel your body and see if your body feels any different.
I'm pretty light.
Mm-hmm. Very good. So let's put something in your body in order to replace all of that was being taken by the farmer, all of the energy. What would you like to put in that space?
Gold.
Very good. So see that gold. Amplify that gold. Where would you like to put that gold?
In my chest.
Beautiful. So begin to fill it with gold. And with each breath, I want you to expand that even more. Expand it out into your limbs, into your organs, into your head, all the way down to your toes. Feel that gold. I want you to remember the properties of gold. You used gold before in times of power. And as you fill yourself with gold, feel them radiating that power out. Very good. And when you're done, we're going to begin to travel once again. And this time we're going to go to a memory in which you are lying in bed in a semi-state, and you could feel something on your chest, that energy drawing energy symbols on your body. And I want you to use my voice to begin to go even deeper than you were before. Any sounds that you hear, I want you to ride those sounds even deeper. Going deeper. Being in that moment, in that memory now, and feeling the energy on your chest. And as you do, I want you to begin to describe it for me.
It's like energetic symbols being written on my chest.
Mm-hmm. Keep going.
Just symbols.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's protection.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being protected from something.
All right. So I want you to connect with those that are protecting you, that are writing these symbols. Connect with them. Who is writing this on you?
It's a tall being.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a Pleiadian.
Mm-hmm. What
A
is it that
spirit
they're...
guide.
It's a spirit guide. Very good. So why is it that they're putting this protection on you?
Something must be trying to harm me.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to put this protection on me.
So I want you to go into their mind, and I want you to use the power of your own inner visualization to begin to follow what this danger is. What is it that they're protecting you from? See it in your mind's eye. Expand it. Go through time and space.
I think I have some type of ability.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. They're either activating me or they're protecting me so that others don't know.
Mm-hmm. Ask your guide what it is.
It just keeps drawing on me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it might be a map.
Mm-hmm. Follow that map.
Am I supposed to go somewhere?
Mm-hmm. Follow it. The more you talk, the more you'll understand.
Yeah. So he's standing there and he's drawing on me, and it's almost like like either a map or a constellation.
Mm-hmm.
And my left knee right now is really activated. So
Mm-hmm.
so there's, but I can see him drawing on me these symbols. I'm gonna ask him.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you drawing this on me?
Allow the words to flow.
I still don't understand. Either it's
So I'd like for you to leave your body in which he is drawing and feel yourself lifting out of that body so that you're in the same realm as this guide. And let's ask this guide to take you, to show you what it is that he's drawing about. What happens next?
I see a city.
Mm-hmm. Tell me more. What does the city look like?
It doesn't really look like anything familiar to me.
Mm-hmm. What are the buildings made out of?
They're towers.
Mm-hmm.
They're
Describe them.
more they're more like towers. I don't know, and um, like a like a floating city.
Mm-hmm.
He's showing me a map. That's what it is. It's a map.
Mm-hmm.
Why would he be showing me a map?
Follow this map. Where does it take you?
I don't know where I'm at.
Just
I'm in a
describe it.
different. I'm in a different place.
Describe this place for me.
It's a floating city.
What do you look like there?
I'm just an observer. I'm not really there. I'm just in a energetic state, just observing.
All right, let's see who is in that city. Zoom in even deeper.
I don't see anyone like on the outside. The people must be on the inside because there's not a lot of activity in the exterior. They must be
All right,
inside.
so go deeper. Zoom in. What do you notice as you get closer?
I think it's more like a place where decisions are made. I don't think it's a typical community. I think
Mm-hmm.
this is like a federation.
Mm-hmm.
It's the federation.
Mm-hmm. And why are you there? Why did you need this map to take you there?
It was to remind me.
Mm-hmm.
It was to remind me of my connection with the federation.
Mm-hmm. So now that you've been reminded, I want you to remember and go back to when you were in the Federation. I'm going to count from 5 to 1 as you go back to that time. 5. Going deeper, transforming now into that lifetime. 4. Remembering. 3. 2. And 1. You're there now. Tell me where you are.
I don't know if I'm actually in a ship, but I'm in a decision place,
Mm-hmm.
a council place.
Do you have a body there?
I do.
Mm-hmm. What do you look like?
I'm not human,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to say I have more of a aquatic look,
Mm-hmm.
like more of a mer person.
Mm-hmm. Are you in water?
I'm not in water, but I can be.
Mm-hmm. Are you male or female?
I think I'm female.
Mm-hmm. Describe your features for me. What does a mer person look like?
I, I think my face kind of shapeshifts into something of like a fish, but it's not a fish.
Mm-hmm.
But aquatic is the only thing that comes to mind.
Mm-hmm. What is the reason why you are here at this council today?
I'm part of the Federation.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the council. I'm responsible.
What is it that you're responsible for?
I'm responsible for the light codes.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about these light codes. What are they and what are they used for?
I'm responsible for the light codes, and it helps the send information to the humans.
Mm-hmm. So what is it that is being sent to Sharon right now? She says she is getting downloads. She felt a map being put on her chest. What is it that she needs to be reminded of?
The stars
Mm-hmm.
and the
What does she
the
need to
origin
remember?
the
Mm-hmm.
origin of the stars.
The origin of the stars. So when she does her work, in which she is creating simulations of stars, is she actually going to this place that she knows already?
She has knowledge. She knows.
Mm-hmm. So why did she need to have this energy force drawn on her? Why did she need to go and see this federation again? What's the message?
She needs to awaken.
Mm-hmm. Awaken to what?
Awaken to what her mission is.
Mm-hmm. What is her mission?
I'm not really able to say.
Mm. What would happen if she knew her mission?
She might get scared.
Okay. Because it seems like she had power before when she was with those pyramids. Would that scare her, this power?
She won't completely understand.
Okay. How long will it take her to awaken to her mission?
It's coming close. It has a couple of years.
All right, very good. So these downloads that she's getting, who's sending them to her? Is it
It's
coming?
coming from source.
Mm-hmm. So it seems that when she gets one of these downloads, it actually affects her face. It affects her teeth and her gums and can even create a cyst. What is it about these downloads that are affecting her so much that she seems to be even going into a loop of the same words?
It's not on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Why is it so strong for her? Why does she feel it so strong?
It's not intentional. Maybe we just don't need to do it that hard.
All right. So being that she can make these adjustments herself, let's do that now. Let's begin to tweak how much energy she actually receives at one time. Where do we do that from? The crown chakra or from somewhere else?
The 15th chakra.
All right, very good. So I'd like for you to go ahead and connect with that 15th chakra. And let's put some sort of a valve there that does not allow this energy to come in as strong. It could flow at a slower speed without hurting her.
That feels much better.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Does this energy have anything to do with these spots that she sees in her eyes?
I don't think so.
Mm-hmm. What about what's going on in her brain?
I think it's coming from the shift.
Mm-hmm. I want you to follow it and see what's coming from the shift.
She's just absorbing so much energy.
Mm-hmm. Does she need to absorb it, or does it just need to go through her?
She doesn't have to absorb all of it.
All right.
She's kind of like a sponge. She's just absorbing all of it.
All right, let's see where she's absorbing it. Where in her body is she absorbing it?
It's in her head.
All right. So I want you to notice where in her head she's keeping it. And let's create a little valve there, like an emergency valve.
It's the back of the head.
All right. So we can create something that trips that energy, just like when you have a power surge in your home and you could trip it. And you can allow some of that energy to flow out. Flow it back down and ground it. What would you like to put there in order to create this little switch that will ground that energy that doesn't need to be there?
A button.
Very good. Go ahead and create that button now.
Okay.
All right, so let's test it now. I'd like for you to go ahead and send her some of that energy now so that she could feel it. Send that surge through and see how it works.
That works great.
Wonderful, wonderful. So now let's take a look at those little black dots and see if those black dots are still there, or do we need to do something with them?
I think they're still there.
All right, so let's do some cleanup. And what I'd like to do is we're going to do a little transplanting of energy from where she's been before. I'd like for you to go ahead and go back to the time when those eyes were healthy. We're going to go back in time in Sharon's life. It could be when she was a little girl, it could be when she was a baby. But we're going to look for the time when those eyes were the healthiest. And as I count back in time, I want Sharon to see herself going younger and younger. And I want you to tell me when to stop. And we're going to grab the cells from that age. Begin now. 10, going back in time, getting younger. 9. Looking for the healthy eyes. 8.
20.
Very good. So I want you to go in there and I want you to shine a light into the inside of those eyes. And I want you to find the cells that you're going to use to transplant into the eyes of the current Sharon in this age. Find the healthy cells. And those cells have memory, and they know exactly what they need to do. So let's take those cells now, and we're going to transplant them into the eyes of the Sharon in the year 2020. And I want you to bring in that energy that allows those cells to begin to grow now, reminding them. And I want you to tell me what it is that those cells are doing, because the cells have a life. They die and they grow. I want you to tell me what happens with the old cells as the new ones begin to proliferate.
I see an odd shape.
What is that odd shape? Go ahead and...
I want to say it looks reptilian, but I know that sounds really strange.
So ask it what it's doing there.
What are you doing there? It almost looks like a reptile, almost like a face of a snake. And I see its eyes.
And where did that come from?
I don't know, but I want it to leave.
All right. So before you ask it to leave, we have to find out why it's there. Because if you just ask somebody to leave, we don't know why it came. So I'd like for you to go ahead and ask why it's there.
Why are you there? It doesn't say anything.
Did that snake come with that cell that you had before, or was it in there before?
It was before.
All right. So I'd like for you to ask it why it's even there.
Why are you here?
Lend it your mouth and your words. Snake, why are you there? You can connect mind to mind. What's it doing to your eyes?
It doesn't say anything by it. I can see it.
You're going to need to speak to it in order for it to leave, but we need to find out why it's there.
Why are you here?
Did you make a contract with this snake?
I don't think so.
How old were you when the snake came in?
I think 6 or 7.
6 or 7. And what was the reason why you allowed the snake to come in?
I didn't allow it to.
Why did it come in?
I don't know.
Ask the snake if this has anything to do with your grandfathers.
You have anything to do with my grandfather's? Doesn't say.
Mm-hmm. What has the snake done for you?
It hadn't done anything good.
Mm-hmm. Has it taken some of your sight?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Now, there was a moment when Sharon told me that she was able to see in the dark. Does the snake have anything to do with that?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Are we ready to release the snake now?
Yeah, it needs to leave.
Okay. So I'd like for you to find how it got in.
I think I'm I'm angry because my grandfathers are blind and can't see.
Mm-hmm. So by being angry, did you invite this energy in with this anger?
I know where the snake come from.
Mm-hmm.
It needs to leave now.
All right. So go ahead and tell the snake that you no longer have that resonance.
I no longer have that residence.
Mm-hmm. And I want you to feel yourself exploding with light.
Oh, he's gone.
Very good. Very good. So take a look at the eyes now.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Wonderful. So now that that snake is gone, we need to put something in those eyes in order to heal them and seal them and continue the work.
Purple.
Purple. Go ahead and let's put those purple light in. And I want you to start using that purple to grow those cells that we put in there from that younger Sharon. Seeing how the purple almost fertilizes those new cells with that youthful look, youthful sight. And tell me what happens with that purple.
It feels really good.
Wonderful. Wonderful. So let's now make our way up into the brain and see what's going on inside the brain. What's there?
It's I want to say it's a hot mess.
It's a hot mess. So go ahead and connect with the energy of what's going on in there. Let's find out why we have this party going on.
It just needs some calmness.
All right.
There's It's almost healed, but not yet.
Okay. So I want you to remember something that you have done before. You were this aquatic being. And I want you to imagine this brain like an ocean. And I want you to see how that ocean is churning with this hot mess. And I want you to use your abilities as this aquatic being and the Federation to begin to calm the waters. Just your presence there begins to soothe and clean away. You can imagine an ocean with a beautiful color. And with each breath, feel the waves calming.
That feels really good.
What else would you like to put in there to make it feel even better?
Pink.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Bring it in. And let's connect now with the fish. Why it is that Sharon cannot eat fish. I want you to find the moment in time when this happened. Begin to smell the fish now. Begin to see the fish now. What do they look like?
I'm about 9 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and we're fishing. My mom's fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just chilling out on the rock, and I see him. I can see him cleaning the fish,
Mm-hmm.
and it really breaks my heart to see the fish not breathing.
Mm-hmm.
It just really disturbs me.
Where have you seen a fish being before?
They're my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see my friends be killed.
Mm-hmm. So can we take away that feeling of anxiousness now?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Thank the fish for being your friends, but understand that they chose to be here for that reason. Connect with their mind and ask them, is it okay for them to give their life up, to be eaten?
They'd say yes.
Mm-hmm. Good. So can you forgive yourself now for not understanding this?
Yeah, I can.
Mm-hmm. All right. So feel that change, that shift with that knowledge.
It's done.
Very good. And now let's focus on the spearmint, on the feeling of that nausea as you smell the spearmint, any mint. Inhale and smell
Oh,
it and
oh,
see how old you are there.
oh.
What's happening?
Death.
Notice. Mm-hmm.
There's people dead.
Mm-hmm. Who are these people?
I think I'm on a boat.
Mm-hmm.
Just people dead.
What's your role there on that boat?
Not really sure, but at least I'm alive.
Mm-hmm. Notice where you are, that all these people are dead. What's happening on this boat?
I think there's sickness.
Mm-hmm. I want you to follow the smell of the spearmint. Where does that come in?
I think I'm trying to hide the smell of the dead people.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to find something to smell besides death.
Mm-hmm. What happens next? What happens?
I, I don't know. I think I die too.
All right. So, in that moment of smelling the spearmint, what are you telling yourself? Go back to that moment. What are you saying to yourself? Smell it.
Yeah, I just don't, I don't know. I see myself on this ship, just
Mm-hmm.
rocking back and forth, and there's just people just on top of it, laying on top of each other.
Mm-hmm. Notice how you're feeling. I want you to intensify that feeling. Notice when your soul leaves that body, what you're saying to yourself.
What a waste.
Mm-hmm. So notice what happens to your soul. Do you stay in that moment?
No, I'll leave.
Mm-hmm. But notice how you're leaving.
I'm going up.
Mm-hmm. What are you taking with you from that moment? Notice how you
I
feel
don't,
about it.
yeah, it was disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Disgusting death, sickness.
Mm-hmm. So now that you go to the light, I want you to see that lifetime. Open it up as if it were a big book and you could see why you chose that life. What did you need to learn from it?
Learn how to lose, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So now knowing that this death was all about learning how to lose and not always winning, not always having a good time, do we need to have that reminder any longer?
No,
No. So I want you to forgive yourself for holding on to this for so long.
I forgive myself.
Mm-hmm. I want you to go ahead and release that reminder, release that lifetime, knowing that in some lifetimes we learn to win and some we learn to lose. And who did you lose against? See it in front of you.
I just succumbed to life.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't really lose to anybody.
Just a life.
It was just a learning experience.
Wonderful. So release that now.
It's gone.
And I want you now to take that spearmint and I want you to feel that spearmint now as a reminder of what it's like to release those lifetimes. I want you to find a beautiful meadow after that life. See your soul going through a meadow of spearmint now with beautiful flowers and beautiful smells, connecting with your guides and those that love you between lifetimes. And just smelling the freshness of it now. Tell me what happens.
I'm good.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and smell that spearmint now. Connecting with that meadow, with that beautiful garden, wherever it is that you are cultivating those flowers.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm. So I want you now to remember this place. So each and every time that you smell someone chewing gum, you can bring yourself back to this beautiful garden where the spearmint grows, the wintergreen, all of those mints are growing alongside beautiful flowers. You could fill in the garden with more things that you love, perhaps a little fountain, a place to sit and contemplate, and just smelling the freshness of it, no longer associated with that life.
That's beautiful. Thank you.
Very good. Is there anything else that we need to discuss today, or do you feel that we are complete?
I think we're complete.
Very good. 5, wide awake, completely alert, feeling wonderful all over. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. That was crazy.
Quite a journey, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
It's,
So,
thank you so much.
you've been hypnotized quite a few times by me in the gatherings and
Mm.
the events that we've had. How was this one now one-to-one with you?
That was amazing. Yeah, that was really good. So you can actually focus in on instead of just in general, and then come right back out. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, what did you learn?
wow. Wow. Well, boy, I had a crazy body. Aquatic person. Wow, I wasn't expecting that one.
And you were on the Federation.
Yeah, I hesitated to say what I saw because I didn't want to say I looked like a catfish.
So your face was kind of
But it
flat.
was really aquatic, and it
Yeah,
had the fish lips and everything. So
that's amazing. That's amazing. And the more you listen to this recording, the more you'll be able to piece things together.
that was amazing. And then of all the things, I'm like, I really had no clue as to those symbols. Like when I woke and I could feel those symbols being written on my chest. Um, I mean, I'll just tell you that, it was really bizarre. So, and then to actually take it through the hypnosis and to really be able to focus. I mean, I had no idea it was going to take me to a you know, a, a different location and then actually be a map to something, and then, put me in the situation in a council. I mean, I just but it is it's nice to know that it was actually supposed to remind me of something.
Yeah, yeah. And you felt your
Like,
knee. So you felt something in your knee too.
oh yeah, my left knee was totally activated.
Wow,
So
that's amazing.
it was just really vibrating my whole left knee.
So we did quite
So
a few different things with you today. I mean, we
mm,
took you to 2 lives. We had one as that farmer that
mm.
seemed to have been some sort of attachment.
Yeah, it's
So we were seeing the lifetime, his past life, which wasn't yours.
right, right.
Then we have that one as Egyptian, like a queen.
That was I could see all of my um attire and my haircut, and then meeting the gentleman at the river,
Yeah,
and greeting him. And so the greeting was very odd, but as we approached each other, the greeting was I just I put my hands up like this, and he did his as well, and then we connected. It's almost like we were exchanging energy.
yeah,
So he greeted me. I don't know if you can see this, but
yeah.
he and I greeted like this, and we actually did an energy exchange at the water. So we
Wow.
were I don't want to say that we were exchanging telepathically, but we were definitely exchanging it was an energy between the two of us.
Wouldn't it be nice if that's how we greet each other now?
Yeah, that would be nice.
You
Hey,
know?
I'll take some energy. You need some extra? Yeah.
Because really, I mean, most people once they realize they have a lot of energy in their hands,
Mhm.
and just taking that moment to meet somebody and exchange that. A handshake is one thing, but that is even more powerful, I
Oh
think.
yeah, we were sharing the energy between the two of us was pretty intense. So I don't know if that was you know, a, a
Was it,
task in itself, or if it was like a if it was compassion. I don't know.
yeah.
It had
Did you feel that this man was some sort of a like a ruler, or did you feel that he was one of the politicians, or he was a companion? How did he feel to you?
I think it was family.
Ah,
Definitely family.
okay.
Hmm.
Nice.
Hmm.
That's great. That's
Yeah,
great. Like a cousin or brother or something like that. Something
most definitely.
that's
We
great.
we had enough commonality between the two of us that it was we were definitely on first name basis. You know, it was like a
Yeah.
one of those kind of
And people didn't call you by your name.
no.
Yeah.
They never referenced me by name.
Mhm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Wow. So what do you think? Do you want to share this or you want to keep it private?
Well, if you think it's anything that might could help somebody, I mean, I don't
Well,
know if it was anything.
it was an interesting story. You know, it's not like
Yeah.
you know, at the end we did some more heavy duty stuff, but
Yeah.
mostly it's a story. You know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind
So
of
I'm
interesting
okay
story.
with whatever you'd like to do. It's fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So yeah, this is everybody's different, and the great thing is that you've already been through some of these.
Yes, and I really enjoyed the gatherings too.
Yeah. So what would you like to tell people about the gatherings? Because you went to a live one and you went to one on Zoom. So what
Yes, I
happened?
was.
What happened during these gatherings that helped you?
Well, I really enjoyed the in-person gathering, and I still have friends that I talk to on a regular basis that I met there in
Mhm.
Miami, and I really enjoy that. And then to compare it to the online, um, the circle individual sessions that we had, I think were actually more powerful than
Mhm.
even in person.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I enjoyed
Those
both.
the breakout rooms are amazing, and we can accomplish so much more in that
Hmm.
when you're in that little group and there's no sound, it's just the four of you or five of you. Yeah.
Right, right.
It's great. It's great. So thank you
Mhm.
for this. And I'm going to just tell the folks if you want a session with me, just go to my website. You need to subscribe to my newsletter, albaweinman.com. And I send out a newsletter whenever I have sessions. So you need to go to the newsletter page on my website to see when it's coming out next. But I hope you enjoyed this session. It was long. We're past the 2 hour mark right
Oh
now.
my goodness.
Did it feel like
Wow.
2 hours? Let me see if you
No,
can.
no.
How did it feel? How did it
I
feel to you?
35 minutes.
Really?
Yeah, 35, 40 minutes. Yeah.
So it was a lot longer than you
Yeah,
expected.
most
Yeah,
definitely.
you did great. You did great.
So,
So, everybody, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this until the next time. Okay? Bye.